How to avoid headaches when traveling by air. Many people often complain of headaches during and after air travel. Particularly more sensitive people know the feeling when the pressure in the head starts just a few minutes after the start. The pain can be a little more intense after longer flights. With migraine sufferers, the next attack is in many cases already conceivable. We tell you how to prepare for traveling and prevent and treat the pain. Tips against headaches when traveling by air. Get enough sleep. If you have to take a flight particularly early, we recommend that you get enough sleep, especially before the flight. Short nights with little or restless sleep mess up your personal rhythm. The stress on the way to the airport through to the flight is a great strain on the body that should not be underestimated. So make sure you prepare for the trip as well as possible. Drink enough if pain occurs during the flight. It is very often due to the fact that the humidity in the cabin is low and the body is dehydrated. Due to the loss of fluid, the mucous membranes dry out and the first headaches are already looming. You should therefore drink enough fluids, but make sure that they do not dry out the body as well. Alcohol and beverages containing caffeine are therefore not recommended. Drink still water, herbal teas or fruit juices with little sugar. The rule of thumb here is, at least 150 milliliters per hour. Oxygen supply. The air pressure in the cabin is low, which particularly sensitive people can feel. The supply of oxygen to the brain becomes more difficult and the first symptoms of headaches can appear very quickly. In addition, the blood pressure drops because you hardly move during a flight. If you take a short-haul flight, the symptoms are still limited. However, a long-haul flight can result in greater physical stress. We therefore recommend that you complete small exercises that you can either do while sitting or standing. Make sure, however, that you do not disturb other passengers. Sleep on the plane. A little sleep while traveling can work wonders, even if it's not that long and intense. Make sure, however, that you have a neck pillow with you so that your head is supported. This will avoid neck and tension headaches. If you have trouble sleeping on the plane, you can also use aids from the pharmacy. Herbal remedies, such as lime blossom drops, are natural tranquilizers that will help you fall asleep. You should avoid stronger medication and only take it in an emergency, as this can put additional strain on the body and can dehydrate it. Avoid entertainment. Try to use the in-flight entertainment as little as possible during the flight. The permanent visual and auditory intoxication put a strain on the brain, especially if you use them for many hours on a long-haul flight. When wearing headphones, the noise pollution is enormous, as the background noise of the aircraft has to be drowned out. The aggressive light of the displays also causes an extreme overstimulation. Better use the time to rest. Meditation can also be very pleasant on an airplane. Avoid stress. Headaches can very often be caused by stress. Organization, travel, flight, fear of flying, onward travel, all of this can put a lot of strain on the body. So make sure you keep the distances as short as possible and try to find relaxation along the way. If possible, book direct flights and actively counteract stress factors. Comfortable clothing. Especially if you are going on a long flight, you should avoid wearing tight clothing to ensure adequate blood circulation. Jogging pants or leggings are of course no problem on the plane. Food. It is best to bring your own food with you when you are out and about. Unfortunately, the quality of the galley leaves a lot to be desired and in most cases the food is flavored. These are not natural, they put a strain on the body and dry it out. In addition, most of the time it doesn't taste good. You should therefore prepare your own food, because this is the best way to know what you are nourishing your body with. Natural foods that contain fiber, such as nuts, dried fruit or muesli bars, are best. Avoid spicy or salty foods, which can dry out the body. Also, eat at regular intervals. Avoid alcohol. Many who take long-haul flights use alcoholic beverages shortly after takeoff to help them fall asleep. But it is precisely these drinks that trigger severe headaches. Alcohol dehydrates the body, contains lots of artificial additives and, above all, sugar. All of this messes up the body and headaches are inevitable. Red wine in particular can lead to severe headaches. After the flight. Once you get to your destination, try to get some fresh air as soon as possible. Natural light, fresh air and exercise are what the body needs most after a flight. If you arrive in daylight, you should use the time and go for a walk. In any case, avoid falling into bed immediately. If it's already dark and you don't want to go for a walk anymore, a little workout in the gym can work wonders.